Good morning to all. Myself Thevahi, working as assistant professor in Ramco Institute of Technology. Today we will discuss about secure socket layer and transport layer security. These are one type of security in web application security. Just we will discuss what's the layer doing, what the protocols is present here, like that. Before moving that, we should know what is web application security. It's one type of application security used to protect our web pages, websites, and servers, everything from our cyber attacks or cyber protocols. Before we have to enter, we should know the layers. That means OS layers in network. We are having 7 layers in OSI layers: physical data link, network transport session, presentation layer, and application layer. These all are layers. Depends upon it's having some protocols, it's having some works, it's having some mechanisms like that. But in our SSL, that means a secure circuit layer presents between application layers and transport layers. That means the secure circuit layer presents or TLS circuit layer presents between application and transport layer. It works, that means encrypting the data from the user. Okay, what is secure circuit layer? Actually, it is a one type of protocol, network security protocol. We can say that. We have to say security protocols means it's giving security. That means for our data. For example, if we send our data to any kind of users, means it will send us a encrypted format. That means not a plain text. In HTTP and HTTPS, HTTP send the text as a plain text. So any man or any hackers can take the information from the HTTP using man-middle attack like that. But in HTTPS, it will be secured. In the HTTPS layers, we are using secure socket layer or TLS security to encrypt the data. After that, to send the users. That means our data will be safe in HTTPS. In this session, security socket layer is a protocol we are already told. What it does means it encrypts the data. Why it encrypts means it ensures secure communication between the devices over our network or within the users and servers and clients like that. It's developed by Netscape in 1995 for giving authentication and integrity for our communications. We can say this as a predecessor or tailor, that means the transport layer security before we are used secure socket layer. Working of SSL means it's having some mechanisms. That mechanisms are encryption, authentication, and data integrity. Encryption means nothing but our data having some intercepted, that means data appears unreadable jumble characters. Normally, our data send us a plain text in HTTP, but in HTTPS, the data will be, that means overlapped or covered with some other text or some other content that called encrypted data. And authentication, normally authentication is one type of permission for client as well as server. For example, if the client is working any pages, any web pages or websites, means you have to give request to our their server. The server verify whether the user is available in the database or not. If he is available in the database, it will return the user is available like that. After recent verification, the user send the certificates to server. The certificate will be verified by the server, and he said he is the user. He is authenticated one like that. That means it's giving permission to use the user. The pages or websites are continuous process in the screen like that. And data integrity. It's one type of data integrity to tampering, ensuring our data from the other receivers like that. These are the working of SSL, and further this come to under sensitive information, login credentials, and authentication, censoring, integrating. This all come under importance of SSL. We are having 4 major protocols in secure circuit layers. The protocols using to secure our data by some bases. In here we are send the data, that means application data, that will be divided as four fragments or segmentations or adding header address, like that process will be going. It will upload only message authentication code or alert code, we can say like that. These are the protocols are handshake protocols, same cyberspec protocol and alert protocol, this SSL record protocol. These four major important protocol in SS layer, and top three protocols are called as upper layer or upper security protocols, and SSL record protocol is a lower level or lower security protocol, we can call them like that. Each protocol layers, that means in SSL record protocol you are having some application data, that means user delivering data, content data, divide as a fragments. That fragments will be compression. After that compression, MAC already we have discussed what the MAC message authentication code will be added, and after encrypted, the encrypted message completed, then the header will be added. This is the process of SSL record protocol. And here what the plain message size, the deliver message also same size, but it will be some process in between that. Second one is handshake protocol. In this handshake protocol we are having four bases, each bases having, that means the client gives some request to server, server will verify whether the client is available or not, he is authorized or not, it will authenticate. So some process will be good, it will have four bases. We will discuss about each bases. This is a base one. In this base, the usually in this SSL handshake protocol means just we have, for example, if one user, two users is there, when they met first time, they will say hello, hi, hello, like that. Like that in our server and client also saying hello messages, like that. What are the bases in there means the client will say means highest SSL version. The highest SSL version means it client what the number it support, and the session ID. Session ID is defines the session, what the session is how to move. And the third one is cipher should parameters. More of the parameters, most number of parameters we are having, this clients having, but the server doesn't know. It will take any one parameters or using any algorithms in this sessions. And the list of methods also provided by the client to the server. In the client server side, it will take highest SSL versions, a session ID, as well as select any, it will give more parameters. Within these parameters, it will select some algorithms and using some other compression methods. This will come under the base one. This base two, server authentication and key exchange. Server authentication is nothing but server gives some certificate to the client. The client, whether the client is available or not, or whether the client is authorized or not, like that. After that, he can able to use some other web pages, like that, or some other contents, or browse, like that. It will depends upon the base to server key exchange and client certificate request. Sir, then this process after complete server hello done. Okay. In base 3, client authentication and key exchange. Before we have discussed about server authentication and key exchange, this is a client authentication and key exchange. In server authentication, server certificate, server key exchange, like that, client also provides some certificate to server. It's an optional one, but whether it will present means we can use that, otherwise it will neglect from the server or not. And client key exchange, then certificate is verified by the, this is depends upon base 3. And base 4, that will be finished, that means our all topics, that means chain cipher spec and handshake when will be finished, server handshake will be finished, all will come under the base 4. These are the four bases and the client server. Okay, this is all handshake protocol, four bases. And further, same cyber spec protocol. In this protocol we have to mention, that means each cryptographic parameter is mentioned by handshake, it will represented by 1 byte. And fourth one is alert protocol, it's having some two levels, one is warning alert, another one is fatal alerts. Each having some, fatal error is nothing but its own type of error. If the error will occur means our system will be hang, our system will be any problem will occur. In this level we have to mention the fatal error 1 byte as well as error code 1 byte. Each represents 1 or 2. If the fatal error represents one means that will be take as a warning and two will be means a fatal error. These are the some type of alert messages provided by our security. That means zero represents no more message from center like that. 10 means an incorrect message received. These are some other alert messages provided by that. And in this session, we have to discuss about SSL certificates. SSL certificates is a one type of code or bit of code we can say like that. Who have to give means it's a one type of formal authorization provided by our web server, and it will be useful for online communications. User is insecure means if we give some certificate to secure the content or secure the process or secure the server like that. SSL certificates who having means it's issued by some trusted certificate authorities to secure our content or secure our websites. What are the key features it's having means one is encryption already we have discussed. That means it's used to protect our information or data, and authentication. Authentication is used to verify whether the user is available within the database or not like that. Third one is integrity, and fourth one is non-reputation, and fifth one is public key cryptography. Seventh one is session management. These all are the key features of SSL certificates. Okay. Types of SSL certificates we are having: single domain, wildcard, multi-domain, and single domains means it secures only one domain. Any other only one domain means we can call that as a single domain. Wildcard means this one domain as well as the subdomains it will save means that means certificate will provide by some secured authorization depends upon the domains. Multi-domain means more than one domains will come under multi. This is the levels of that means types of SSL certificate. Single domain, we will call multi-domain, and levels of validation will be changed depends upon the domain validations, organization validation, extended validations. Domain validations whether the it confirms whether the ownership depends upon the domain or like not like that. Organization validations means it confirms whether the organization is essential or he's verified by identification like that. And the external validation is highest trust level, and very big organization they will use the as a address bar. These are come types of SSL certificates. This transport layer security is a extended version of SSL layer. Thus, the organization is differ from this organization. Here, it's also same process of SSL layer, and the one major difference is there is HMAC is used. Has there will be used MAEC. Here, HMAC is used. This only one the difference between the SSL and the TLS. This is a layers present in the SSL layer transport between the TCP and IP protocols. These are the benefits of transport layer securities. On same to SSL layer. This is here as also we are using encryption, interoperability, explorer, and algorithm flexibilities, easy of development and easy of use. Thank you. Thank you. This is the concept of SSL and TLS layers. Thank you.